Hello everyone, let's talk about scanner class, print writer class, code flexibility across different input sources, and buffering during data transit. So let's start with scanner class. The scanner class in Java enables the parsing of primitive types and strings from various input sources. When reading from a file, a scanner object can be instantiated by passing the file as an argument to its constructor. Here are some methods that are usually used for scanner class and the example I have here. Let's talk about this example. This line of code creates a file object named file representing the text file input text. And this line of code initializes a scanner object to read from the specified file object. And here we have a delimiter. It sets the delimiter pattern for the scanner to split text into sentences. And we have a while loop here. The loop continues as long as there is another token in the input. And here we have a string sentence line of code. This line of code reads the next token, in this case the token is the sentence, from the input and assigns it to the sentence variable. And finally, it prints the read sentence into the console. Here, it closes the scanner after reading from the file, releasing the system resources. And this line of code basically catches if the file it catches if the input text file is not found, and an error message is shown in the console. So let's run this example. And this is the string that I had entered in the input text file, and it's displayed in the console. Let's move on to print writer class now. So the print writer class is a part of Java's utility package, which provides functionality to write formatted data representations into files. To use print writer, an object is initialized with the file destination, and methods like these are utilized to write data in desired format to the file. Let's talk about this example here now. So these lines of code here basically initializes a print writer object named print writer associated with a object named file writer. This combination enables writing formatted text to the file. And here we have a bunch of strings that will be displayed on the output text file, and it says println because it moves on to the next line. Each string is executed. And here this line of code closes the print writer, which also flushes the stream, ensuring that any buffer data is written to the file and releasing system resources. So let's run this code. And we can see that there is the strings that was written in the example is displayed in the output text. So let's move on to code flexibility across different input sources and buffering during data transit. So Java's input-output classes, including scanner and print writer, are designed with versatility interface to handle various input sources such as files, console inputs, and web data. In fact, I did try to create the input and output text using text editor on Mac, but it wasn't working for some reason. You realize like you can input various data and output various data into files, and this is very useful for data analysis as well. Let's moving on. These classes offer methods that are adaptable to different sources without requiring significant code changes. Data buffering during transit is a technique used to enhance performance where data is temporarily stored in an intermediate buffer before being processed, particularly when reading from files or web streams. I want to expand on the buffering mechanism. The buffering mechanism involves an internal buffer memory space that holds a certain amount of data before it reads from or is written to the actual source. For instance, reading from a file, the data is read in chunks into the buffer, making the process more efficient, and as well as writing to a file. The data is stored in the buffer before being flushed into the file, reducing the number of write operations and also increasing speed. The buffering mechanism allows for more efficient reading or writing across different sources and helps optimize performance by reducing the overhead associated with frequent interactions with these sources. Thank you.